I just got some things to say. Twitter is just going on a tangent right now. I don't know why I have to keep repeating myself with people when it comes to Cup drivers and the Xfinity series. No one seems to want to shut up about this topic. So, here are the facts about Cup drivers and running the Xfinity series. They're not going anywhere, people. They're not going anywhere. So get the fuck over it. And two, these Cup drivers are there for a reason. They, one, bring sponsorship. Two, help their whole team, because not the same drivers don't run every single week in the same car, in that car they run in. Like with the 22, they have like several drivers that go through that car with Kozlowski, Blaney, Logano, la-di-da. They all bring something to the table to help build that team. Same goes with like JGR and like with the 18 car and all that. So they were like, you stop running the lower series, you're not giving the younger guys a chance. I'm like, you know what? Here's my take on chances. The younger guys, the series regulars, not all of them are young, but most of them have a chance every single week. Think about that. They are running against the best in NASCAR. And if they ever want to be the best, they got to compete or beat the best in NASCAR Top Series. Some of the young drivers now in the Cup Series have all beaten or has run consistently in Xfinity Series against Cup drivers. Chase, he's won the Xfinity Championship. He's beaten Kyle Busch on one occasion. He's beaten his former boss and former teammate, Junior, and several other drivers. William Byron, same deal. He's beaten many of the Cup drivers, and now he's in the Cup Series. Erik Jones, Suarez, list goes on. No one complained many years ago when Cup drivers were in the running Xfinity Series. Why is it such a big fucking deal? Now, you hate seeing race car drivers race and do what they love most. Like what Brad answered some guy's question and said, "Why do I race in the Xfinity? One, because I'm a race car driver, and race car drivers race. If you're in the Cup Series, you can race in any series you get an opportunity in. Like, if it's a one-off race, just whatever, or do a sponsorship, whatever. They're doing it because, one, first they're sponsored, and two, they love to race. And I just can't even deal with the stupidity of some people. Like, they call themselves NASCAR fans, but they complain so much over the stupidest things. They're saying give these younger drivers a chance, but they don't realize they get a chance. They're helping build next generation of drivers to learn and to grow into better drivers. Like Brad, he actually enjoys running in Xfinity and showing these young guys the tricks of the trade, how to get it done. How about Penske all together with like facts, data, and whatever to go make that improve that team. It's just, and a lot of people want to come to these races to see their favorite drivers run and learn about other drivers that are in the series running full time. That's how I became a fan of Chase. I was watching a race because I saw one of my one driver I liked in the Xfinity race, and I checked him out and became a fan, and la di da, end of story. Just like with Blaney, same thing. Like, I just don't get what the whole deal is with people in Cup drivers and in the Xfinity series who are like, it's like stealing candy from a baby and continuing this and that. I'm like, or going like down and playing against a bunch of 6-year-olds, and it's like, you realize how stupid you sound? You don't compare racing against grown adults to 6-year-olds, because that's not the same thing, and stop comparing it to ball and stick sports when that's not the case at all. So I just, like, and about the Xfinity race today, from what I heard, it was freaking awesome, and people were like, it wasn't good because there's no lead change. I'm like, that doesn't determine if the race is good or not. Ross Chastain got the best freaking opportunity in the entire world to run the 42 car, one of the best equipment in the field, along with JGR and Penske and JRM, and Harvick has the audacity to say he's like something about his talent, like a mediocre or something like that, insulting Chastain and his ability, saying he's basically not talented and 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 running in like superior equipment, but is like, I don't know I forgot the wording, but it's just along the lines like he's just not. Now it's gonna annoy the shit out of me if I don't remember what he said, but either way, he was insulting Chastain and saying like he won't get a chance to run fast cars if he continues to run like this. And like, I'm sorry, so running him into the wall and pinning him to the wall was a good idea. You started that shit, and then he came down, turned you around because you freaking deserved it, and knew that you couldn't pass him cleanly. So someone said Private got loose and like it was hard racing. I'm like, you don't put loose and hard racing in the same sentence because that's not the same thing. Hard racing is actually battling hard but cleanly and not being assholes to each other. Getting loose is like running your car hard, and it just, you lose traction and just like your car loses it. I didn't see that. Harvick got up into Chastain, ruined his day, and ruined his chances of winning a race that he probably should have won. So basically gave that race away to Brad. I have no problem with Brad. Not a fan of his, but Chastain was dominating that race. Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner, and basically got an opportunity taken away from him because of Harvick being a jackass. So, either way. Ooh, and yes, before I forget, all 4 JRM cars finished in the top 10. All 4. That hardly ever happens. It's just so cool to see Annette finish in the top 10. And people say he's such a waste of space, a waste of talent. The car, I'm like, people stop. Just stop. Today proved he's not a waste of space or talent because the guy is a hell of a race car driver. He just doesn't, I don't know. I usually call him the Casey Kane of Hendrick Motorsports because usually he's the one who doesn't run particularly well compared to the other 3 that run like pretty dominantly, like run consistently well. So, but that was pretty cool seeing all 3 of them, not 3, 4. The highest finisher was Reddick and third. He needed that run because he's been having really bad finishes lately. But proud of that team, the whole JRM stable, running solidly every single weekend now. Like Allgaier's like a monster. Something happened to Bell. I'm not sure what happened to Bell. I have to go and like look back and see what happened, but he finished like really bad. I regret that because he's an idiot. And Custer came in second. So a lot of traffic became a factor in that whole race, I guess. I was listening on the radio, and me and my mom were like, "Oh my god, what happened?" like she was like super invested in what was happening, so it was pretty fun. Anyway, Cup Series is on track tomorrow for the race. Freaking Hamlin got the pole again. Ugh. It's like at first I thought Chevy was gonna take the pole and like sweep the front row again, like they did at Bristol, but no. Like the first 2 rounds, it was like Chevy, and then last round, apparently, I feel like Hamlin like held back or something until the last round, and went, "Hey, I'm here." So, ugh, annoying. I hate freaking Hamlin so much. But the thing is, every time he gets the pole, he doesn't run well. So, like every time they overhype somebody, like at the track that they're supposedly good at, they suck at the most. Like they did it with Larson at Michigan both times, and he both sucked at, and they even finished in the top 10. So, and Bristol with Kyle Busch, they hyped him up so much, and he didn't even finish in the top 10 either. So, there's that. Anyway, 300 cars qualified inside the top 12. And of course, Jimmy can't qualify to save his life anymore. Like the first 2 rounds, first round, he was right on it. Like Hendrick was like 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chevy took up the first 5 spots and for round 1. Round 2, Chevy was killing it, like top 5 again. But Johnson just couldn't get it going. I don't know. He's starting 20th. Chase is starting 11th, and I feel like he should have gotten a better starting position from being like started like top 5 in both rounds and then going straight down to 11th. I'm like, really? Anyway, Byron was starting 10th, and then Bowman, who looks so fast this weekend, is starting 4th. Yeah, 4th. So hopefully they run well tomorrow, and we get some good finishes, or just show some consistency in running well, and Chevys can kick some ass, and hopefully we don't get the same damn winner over again. Yeah. So see you tomorrow after the Darlington race and see who wins. Hopefully it's not Hamlin. Hopefully he wrecks out. I'm an awful person, but I don't care.